Alrighty. Let's just get things started. All new setup, everything. Fuck. Disappear. I mean, when he's off. Let's just get things started just so I can, you know. I'm gonna re-download Live Split, I'm gonna reset up all the splits, and redo bloody everything. But in the few streams that I did where it was just streaming directly from the PlayStation, I'm pretty sure one of those runs ended up being a PB, but I can't really be bothered going back and checking and then having to like edit in a timer and do all that kind of stuff. Like that's a lot of work, and at the moment I just cannot be bothered. It almost feels worse. It does a little. It's like, come on, man. What do you mean now is when I get that PP? And the funny thing was, like, for the rest of the streams I've done so far this week, I not had like the audio through my headphones because when I was usually doing runs, it would be my headphones connected to my PC and I'd listen to it through that. But because my PC was out of action, the only audio I could get was from the speakers on the monitor, and I had to keep them low just so I'm not like blasting that out throughout the rest of the house. So I couldn't really hear most of the game sounds when I was running throughout the week. Which for the most part isn't too much of an issue. There's like two main things that I care about when it comes to like audio cues. Yeah, the only two audio cues I usually am like kind of specific about, it's the Zhang Jiao fight, so I can time the fortitude break, and also suppression of Yo, timing a gate opening at the end of a dialogue line, so that we can open a gate for free, essentially. Oh, what? Alright, that should be fine. Well, we'll find out. So throughout this, I am going to be simultaneously trying to get everything all sorted out. At least some things sorted out, because as it turns out, it was like 10 years, 2 7 years worth of stuff. I'm going to be missing a lot of stuff. Big surprise, huh? It is nice to be able to hear the game properly again. Instead of just through monitor speakers, turned down to the minimum. Bom, bom, bom. I should pick different costumes at some point, just for a bit of fun, you know? Hi, Ultra. Unfortunately, not by, like, choice. The Sableye is back. Yes. Yeah, unfortunately, great evade for me. Unfortunately, early in the week, I got home from a speedrunning event only to find that my PC was no longer working. Gave it to a guide to have a look at. Turns out both my SSDs were completely fucked. So that lost me a significant amount of my everything, really. And fortunately, at least when it comes to like the PNG Tuber stuff, Dash still had the Sableye. So I was like, do you happen to have it still on hand? Because yeah, the one I've been using for a while just Go on. That along with a lot. Chill. Here, do something. There we go. Yeah. Definitely not ideal. So I just got my PC back today. And have spent like the entirety of today just re-downloading a whole bunch of shit, trying to get things set up even remotely close to what I had like before, but yeah, there's just little bits and pieces here and there that are just just not the same. Really unfortunate, but not much I can really do about it at this point. Yeah, you don't need to actually finish that off. You need to get the damage down just to get that door open. By that door, I mean this one. This one is initially closed. And you don't really have allies around to consistently get it open for you. It would be nice if any of those officers were a little bit closer to follow up on that. Oh, that could get a little bit of clutter on. Oh my god. That is not the one I was trying to hit, but sure. I did not need to do this. But whatever. One thing I did notice, like when I was doing last the other week, because I wasn't wearing my headphones because there's no point, they weren't connected to anything other than my phone. So I was able to hear my button presses much more clearly and just like pay much more attention to like just being a little bit more conscious of what my button presses are, because there's a lot, turns out. Yeah, and unfortunately, my PC issues came at just a horrendous time. Because just before I headed off to Sydney for the Speedrun event, I got asked to do a GDQ hotfix to showcase this game. And I was like, I'd been trying to get this into anything for the past year, I would love to do that. And then all my PC issues came up and I was like, unfortunately, the run had to be replaced, and yeah. But on the plus side, Church did say, Church aside being the one who asked me in the first place, he said that the next open spot, which might be in like probably March, he'd love to have me on because it turns out he really wants to show off this game as well. Wants to have this game shown off. And it's like, yes, I really want to show it off. I've been putting so much time into this speedrun. Ah, just there we go. Yeah. That, but sure, whatever. Yeah. As it turns out, Church and I just like, or Church just is, I kind of just run a lot of games that Church wants to show off. Because like, it would be my, well, currently, I have 2 GDQ hotfix runs. There was Eastern Exorcist back in like 2023 because I was a backup for the most recent GDQ event, and was just picking up some of the runs that didn't get used even as they were backups. Then he had me on for the Yoshi anniversary, so I was running Yoshi's Crafted World, and again would be a third time, specifically with Church. So I appreciate what he has done for my speedrunning stuff. He keeps on somehow finding ways to get me onto the GDQ stream. It's just really unfortunate that some very, very unfortunate PC issues showed up, and some rather horrendous, like, kind of worst case scenario stuff. It's like, it feels like any other part, or like most other parts, it could be like, yeah, not ideal, but they can be replaced and it can be like set up and ready to go within a reasonable amount of time. But because it was not 1, but 2, both of my SSDs gone. It was like, everything else is fine. It's just the SSDs, that's where all the data is. And there's been things that gave out. Ugh. Take a little bit of time. ideally to 100 KOs by the time we're out of here. And we can still get to this location in time to skip the dialogue lines. Like so. Have any idea what happened? Nope. Even the guy I went to for it to help get it fixed and all kind of sorted out. I was like, something has gone wrong with the SSDs. I don't know what. And like I dropped it off at his place. Honestly, not long after that, I get a call from him. It's like, yeah, so bad news. Both the SSDs are fried. Don't know how. Can speculate a whole bunch of different reasons as to why that happened. But all we know is those SSDs are just cooked. Just getting absolutely nothing out of them. And when I spoke to him today, when he dropped off the PC, he's like, I could not tell you what happened. It just makes no sense, really. And the fact that it was both of them. Just confusing all around. I was not in that. Oh my god. Get me out of here. You miss the timing, like you miss a cycle by a little bit, then all of a sudden you're bloody fighting for your life just to get through them. Everything just gets out of whack and you're like, get in there. On the plus side, everything else is still working just fine. Hoppa. I think 500 from here. Yes. Perfect. So yeah, for the past week of runs, I haven't had to worry about actually doing splits because my PC wasn't working. So I need to remember, oh yeah, I need to actually split at the end of these stages. But the longsword +5. It's sometimes better if you don't get any weapon drops throughout these first couple of stages, just so like the menuing is much cleaner. But, well. Can't pick and choose when you want the R&D to help you out. Let's ignore the water. Bit of a good spot to be. Whoa! That's 3 of them done. Let me just do this. Perfect. Yeah, we should be able to get to 500 from here. Like so. Alright. I think I'm like 3 points off. And it's usually just like one extra officer here or there. One extra officer, 1 KO breakpoint. Often it doesn't really matter too much. Sometimes he doesn't ever want to attack. Or when he does, it's always too late. Oh, great. Oh my god, get back here. Alright, they're probably going to get those reinforcements before I get the raptor. How kind of slow we're going here? Yeah. Oh my god, where's my parry's going? Might be sluggish through this opening, but oh well. So I'm assuming that we're being a little bit too slow and they're going to get reinforcements before they activate these. That's what I'm assuming. Never mind, we're fine. I was fast at the right times, I guess. And it's, where are they? I think it's after this dialogue. Those ones. Those reinforcements. Sometimes if you're a little bit too slow at some parts, they will spawn in and you'll have that notice before they activate the sensors. They're just throwing people at me in the most literal sense possible. Usually when they say they're throwing people at you, it's just like not in the most literal of senses. But that was the most literal way of throwing someone. Time some dodges and evades so we're not getting the back through. Yo! Oh yeah, alerts are all fucked. Hello! Jack, welcome. And everyone else coming on through. Welcome on in. Hope you're all having a wonderful evening. Hope you had a great time with the rest of the tournament. Hi. Yeah, so unfortunately, so much of my setup is all fucked because unfortunately, my computer decided it wanted to explode over the weekend, so it's a rebuilding. The tournament looked like a lot of fun. Let's get through this guy. Swing at me. Come on. Come on. Okay, now we can get execute. Should be orange. Ooh. Mid one. Okay. That makes sense. Hello, welcome on in everyone. I'm just doing some speedruns of Dynasty Warriors Origins. I was meant to be showing this off on GDQ, but unfortunately, due to my technical issues with my PC, that has had to be postponed to a later date, but it's not going to stop me from still doing lots of it. So yeah, you're welcome to hang out, chill the rest of the evening. This run does go for a bit under 4 hours, so I'm going to be here for a little bit. Yeah, if people have questions about this speedrun in particular, I'm probably the best person to ask, because there are not too many other people doing the speedrun for this. So that's one thing I need to remember to fix. When it comes to alerts and stuff like that, because I only just saw it in the chat and I was like, I did not hear a thing. We now have a horse, so we can actually go a little bit faster and not have to run the whole way. And this gives me an opportunity to actually drink coffee. Yeah, it's like 9:30, I'm drinking coffee. That's just usual state of things around here. Usually, like, probably about a year ago, I'd usually be starting about like 10 PM and still drinking coffee because I make interesting choices. So there's a guy over here that we want to fight. The reason why, he is going to give us our next weapon type. And paying attention to the kind of things that he's throwing at us, you'll probably guess what it might be. So my audio is golfed. Again, having to redo everything is been an exhausting day. Let me get on the goddamn horse! Yes, it's the gauntlets. We get to punch things a lot. And one thing that's really cool about the gauntlets in this game, you can do like stance cancels and stance dancing, and you just like animation cancel like crazy in this game. Okay, my horse. Should be able to get you down low enough so that you're going to retreat. Yes. Ideally, we get to about. Oh, geez. We can get to like 1100 KOs on this one, and it's actually kind of important that we get to that because every 100 KOs you get skill points. There we go. You get skill points. You get experience for all your weapons, and all the weapons like level up individually. So it is important to hit these KO breakpoints a whole bunch of these levels, just so you're not like getting left behind. I don't have to go on this now. It's fine. And just get a horse upgrade, and we can move on. Also, one thing that's really cool that we get to do in a little bit is a big old boss fight. It's a 1v1 with that guy that we literally just fought. But for a little bit, it's going to be literally just a 1v1. Alright. We should have at least mentioned who the fuck I am. As you came in, it's like, I know Mercy on that, but you know, I have just been completely out of it the past week with everything that's gone on. I was like, I just want to talk about Speedrun. Take my mind off everything that's been going on. Oh, one really funny thing regarding this stage. I have been running this game like since it came out, so a bit over a year. Earlier this month, a message in the Warriors Speedrun Discord. There was a message. Hey, in this stage, would it be? You sure it's not faster to go this path that I'm doing now compared to what I've been doing for like most of the past year? I tested it out. Turns out it saves about close to 30 seconds. Made me feel very silly. And I was like, cool, I guess. Thanks for helping me save 30 seconds just by saying, hey, this other path exists. I was like, oh man. I feel like such an idiot, but... Then again, I have been like much more focused on some of the more like there's some other stages later on where the variance that I have in them is like minutes. So trying to get those ones like more consistent, or just trying to find the ways to get through them better ways has been a little bit higher on my priorities, and so I just kind of forgot all about like really basic things. Or just wasn't really paying attention to basic things. Horse. Five idiots. God, this has gone terribly. Usually, I would like to get him down to like less than 10% of his health. We didn't get anywhere near that. Yeah, I can think about that. There we go. Not the greatest, but... yeah, that's fine. There's a really cool face script that we can do in this boss fight. It's as we get into phase 2, but hopefully we can not screw it up. We've been kind of messing up a bunch of stuff so far, but there is like a really, really nice thing that I can do. So heading into phase 2, there is a grand tactic like similar to how Betas went all invisible and kind of stuff. And you have to like do a particular thing to knock them out of it, to make them visible again or whatever. Similarly, at the start of phase 2, Zhang Jiao will use a move called Thunderous Tempest. And during this Thunderous Tempest, there's going to be a lot of thunder. Great parry. And during the Thunderous Tempest, they are completely immune. You can't do anything to them. You can't, like, CC them. You can't damage them. Nothing. The way to get them out of that phase is to, similar to how with the mist, where we broke that sensor, we just have to break them out of it. The way you have to break them out of Thunderous Tempest, defeat 300 enemies. Which you can imagine, takes a while. However, we have a little thing that we can do if we can not screw it up. DLC. Alright, we should be getting to it soon. Alright, so we're going to get a cutscene. We can skip it. We're going to go into Rage mode. What we want to do is get his Fortitude, which is the little shields above his health, down to 3.5. And then we're going to use our Muso, which is going to get us out of this Rage mode. It is going to send us into Phase 2. The reason why I wanted to get him down to 3.5 is because that Muso attack is going to shred away 3 bars, so I'm going to leave it at just a half. And coming into this phase, there's a lot going on. We are going to wait for a voice line. We broke him. And we can use our assault move to break him out of it. Usually, in this situation, like where we are right now, usually we would not be able to do any damage to him, interact with him whatsoever. But because we broke his Fortitude at just the right time as that cutscene was starting, we could actually interact with him with the assault follow-up. And break him out of it. Take a lot of damage. This should finish him off. Yeah, it just means we don't have to worry about breaking him out, like taking care of the 300 KOs or whatever. We can just go straight for him. When I found out that that was a thing, that you could break him out of it, I was very curious how I could make it consistent. There was a while where I was just like, I'm just going to keep on throwing my head at this fight and see, like, if there's any level of consistency to it. And as I did it more and more, I was like slowly honing in on how the whole thing worked. And then, yeah, just realized I can just get his Fortitude down to that perfect spot, so I can then break him out of it. And that can usually save you upwards of like a minute and a half. Because often if you're having to get the 300 KOs in order to break him out of it, it's not a convenient thing to be doing. And especially when you've also got all this lightning just getting in the way, kind of interrupting your flow. You've got those officers that are around that are going to be quite aggro and being a real pain in the ass. So being able to get around all of that is very, very nice. And that's chapter 1. Very recently, this game came out with DLC, Visions of the Four Heroes. The first part of it can be accessed from this point right here. We are not going to be doing that. Like that, Visions of Four Heroes, yep. We're not going to be doing that, but one thing I will want to be looking at, like over the next few weeks or whatever, is how I could incorporate some of the DLC into speedruns, like either as a way to supplement any percent or just as their own categories, whether or not from an any percent or a new game plus, or like a new game or new game plus kind of situation. It's something for me to look into a little bit later, because there's like a you're interrupting him, I needed him to attack. Not like that. Alright. Yeah, so with the DLC, it scales to your level. So it's going to be a little bit weird when it comes to speedrunning, like, especially if people want to do like New Game Plus, because it's still going to be just as tough as if you were doing 80% or New Game. Right. The reason why I defeated those 3 officers in particular is because by doing that, it ensures that that 3rd one is going to give me our next weapon, the wheels. Which is a very, very fun weapon once you really get the hang of it. It took me quite a while to get used to it when I was first playing through it. Right, and we've also lined things up so that this gate is going to be open for us. Usually, we can't actually get in here. But again, we line things up so that we can get away with things. Ah! Trying to get it a little bit with the execute. I just have been terrible with the parries this season. I wanted to time the opening of the gate with that cutscene, well, the end of that dialogue, because it plays a cutscene immediately. And the reason for that is, when you are opening a gate like that, where you have to like pull up the bar, you are vulnerable for the first half of that animation. However, oh my god, where are you? Get hit. As long as you get past the first half of the animation, you can't be knocked out of it. Like, as soon as you start putting the bar up, you're immune. So, another aspect of that whole situation is that while the cutscene is playing, you are still essentially going through the animation of opening the gate. But you cannot be hit during that animation, or during that cutscene. So you essentially use the cutscene to hide the vulnerable part of the gate opening animation. Which makes it much more consistent to get out of there. It is possible to like not worry about that if like you just have no enemies nearby. You can just kind of open it without having to worry about it, but it does make it much more consistent to do it like that. Also, I needed to grab that earlier, because that gives me perfect evades, so that I will be getting bravery whenever I do a perfectly timed evade, which bravery is where we're getting a lot of our damage, because bravery is how we use battle arts, and battle arts, they do a lot. They do an awful lot. They do a good amount of damage, and they also shred through fortitude, which helps us get these executes, or these assaults, whatever. Alright, so I picked up a bunch of trainings. I'm going to be doing a bunch of them over this next stage. And then the rest of them will just like passively get done over time. But first, what we need to do is head into the mountains because we need to find our doctor. Say hello to our doctor. here. We're going to inspect this for some rewards. Talk to you. We want to buy a bunch of stuff. Buy a better spear. Buy the strength pills. Then we're heading to the inn. We want to read a bunch of letters. Because these letters are how we progress the story. Unlock these next stages. Gratitude for some money, and then talk to Zhang Fei because he's got gem crafting for us. Ew. It's random which ones it's going to give you, but ideally we get Oblivion. Oblivion just gives extra range to our attacks, which is going to be nice to help us out with farming. There's two other ones which can be good for offensive uses. Like one of them does allows you to do increased damage against airborne enemies, and another one that allows you to do more damage with parry counterattacks, which again, kind of nice. But I find the range to be much more generally useful. The other two towards the bottom is the more utility and defensive focus. Like one of them is like you have the chance to ignore officer attacks. Yo, Dash! Thank you so much for the sub. Holy shit, 83 months. What the hell? Buddy. Also, yeah, as you can probably tell, my alerts are weird. Like someone popped up, but got it pop up, but no sounds. So cool. Hope you're doing well, though. Alright, so the reason we're using the spear, even though it is like probably one of the weapons that I'm really not a fan of using the most. We had a bunch of the trainings, 3 of them want us to use a spear. We're going to try and get them all done in this one stage. Now one of them is to get KOs with Battle Arts, another KOs with a charge long attack, and then KOs with the flurry, the strong attack flurry. But also, we want to be taking these 2 bases in particular because by doing that we're going to force the enemy to open their main base for us. So kind of them. Where are we at? Close. Also, Dash is the one going to thank for still having the Sableye file. Which one was it? It's Battle Arts, yeah. Holes. I'm just saying thank you for still having the Sableye file, because otherwise I would have had nothing. Nice. Ow. Could have borrowed soda one minute. Curious. Maybe. We would have thought of something. Why not? Even though I've run this game like super much, every now and then I look at a level and it's like, really? You're okay with putting this on GDQ hotfix? It's like, this thing takes a while, you know? I mean, I'm more than happy to. He was very happy to have the 4-hour run on a GDQ slot. Like, alright, sure. I'm more than happy to do it. But unfortunately, that's gonna have to be another time. It's Q technology. Yeah, this is a very straightforward level. I literally just run to the end. There we go. Parrying, timing on my parries and evades has just been not particularly great so far, so I need to sort that out real quick. Oi! There we go. I think they just landed on some of those wheels. That's one nice thing about the wheels, that you can just like set them out and they can just do a whole bunch of shit on their own. They'll come back eventually. We don't need to spend any more of our skill points. We can just wait until we get the next page unlocked. And that is going to happen at the next couple of levels. Wait, 2 or 3. Alright. We need to head all the way back home, but before we do that, we're going to talk to you. Talk to you. It's a guy that was in our D&D party. Yeah. Head all the way up. Actually got on the bridge. Alright, we don't have the letter yet to go to the next stage. We have to take a little detour to a little retreat and hand in some coins. Well, we don't have to hand in the coins, but it's just... might as well. The coins are just like the little sparkling things that are on the ground around the map. and they're just giving out as rewards for a bunch of stuff. That's like the only one that's worth getting in like this kind of sense. Bum, 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 bum. Not all the way down there. Not going that far south. I need to draw one thing and then make a mouth open version. Yeah. I'll see about something with my soul. Something a little more. But we'll see. I mean, if there's one silver lining to me, like losing all of my dart, is that I can just start again. I can just do some different stuff. I'm gonna try and open this. Ooh, too much airtime. We're fine. Thank you. Oh, too slow of a move. I'm being resisted. A little bit on the ropes. That's not hitting the one I want, but... that's not good. That animation takes way too long. There we are. See something about Tomodachi Life? I did. Cool. Well, some of it pretty cool. Then there's like some weird other like sharing stuff that like, the classic Nintendo just be weird about one thing with every game. But yeah, there's some pretty cool stuff in there. That's not the one I wanted. That one. Yeah, like the very first thing I saw in regards to the Tomodachi Life stuff was like, Nintendo is woke, woo, let's go! Classic. Like, it was just a screenshot of essentially Nintendo woke parentheses positive. Hell yeah, well done. You finally got there. Maybe. Can I share the art you draw via QR code? For like what people do in Animal Crossing makes sense. Yeah, it's like Nintendo are just weird. It's like they do a lot of really good things, and then just like every game, it's just, it feels like just one thing where they just shoot themselves in the foot in the most hilarious ways. I'm just like, what do you mean? What do you mean this is the thing that you're... And it's like not consistent at all. It's like it's different from game to game that they do it. Ooh, thank you for the bravery. So this is the Podal. We picked it up at the end of the last level. You didn't see the little intro movie for it because we defeated the two generals quick enough to where we skipped it. Assassin number 1. Assassin number 2. Assassin middle. Ideally, all three of them will join me in this little back alley. It's one of them, and the other man is also fight as well. Cool. Exactly what I didn't want. No, let me just do this. Non-binary. Not worded other than, yeah, like just straight up saying non-binary is like huge. Yeah, there are a lot of things that it feels like a little bit of cop out when they just say other. It's like, we want to be a little bit non-committal about the whole thing. And by you go. Yep. Fortunately, because they did end up getting drawn into the fighting there, they will take a little bit longer to get to the rest point, take a rest, and then start moving. Hello, efficiency up. There we go. So that is, we can start doing this. Getting off track the wall. So Origins is on Switch 2 now? It is! That is true. Thinking about getting it. Let's see what you have to say about it. Yeah, it's also not the cheapest. It's even not the cheapest, but I'll still probably end up getting it. Neo 3 next month. And by next month, it's like very soon. I believe the demo is already out, which I don't know. I might end up. I could stream the demo tomorrow. What is today's? Yeah, today's Friday. Do it on Saturday. Just to have something else to do, because I've just been doing all Dynasty Warriors and just stressing all week. So it'd been nice to just like do something else. And then next week maybe just do a bunch of like Nintendo based stuff just to maybe chill out a bit. We'll see how I'm feeling. I know, do some Pokemon runs, do some Mario Kart runs, so what other things do I have that I speedrun? Card games, I plan getting a hard copy. Yeah. That's always a clean fight at the end, though. Oh, yeah, hold on, switch. Yeah, so let me actually see if I can check. Strength hill. Alright, Dynasty Origins 105, the bundle 127. I believe bundle is with the DLC? Or is that just the deluxe edition? 今こそ奴らを打ち果たし世を正そう亡き大将軍の意志を継ぐのは我らぞ帝を関心の手からお救いせよ
No, it doesn't have the DLC on the Switch version this year. Some remains on the Switch use your hands there. I heard it was actually pretty good. $90, that's a steal these days. It's quite sad as that is. Okay, I need to deal with them one way. Going to deal with him, yeah. They can take care of him. Oh, where's the exit? There. Very nice, so we got the random hideout drop. Here's what we're already doing. That way. Wow. Got a little bit looped around. Go. I end up having to switch the order in which I do these two down here, just because we're a little bit faster getting through the treasure room now. Should be able to get the KOs for soon.
High five, pretty sure for like 1 item ready. Oh! 8 strong. I was a bit faster through everything. Wait, actually, it is actually worthwhile for us to can help out Xiao Xiao. Which absolutely do not seem realistic for a long. So looking at it, I'm realizing that I have way too many splits. Just like invisible at once. Probably cut down on that a lot. Like something looks off, and it's like, oh yeah, there's like 500 splits. This is really long. Waste my money on games.
さて
That. Right, time to do a bunch of yapping. And by that I mean skipping conversations and cutscenes. People won't have time to even game. That's kind of that weird, that balancing act that does come into effect. Hello, Lubu. Bye, Lubu. Get everything I needed, but sure, spin on. I do not need to use this. Yeah. It's fine. Are the others close by? No. Cool. It's like right in the middle. 2 for 1? Alright. First of the weapons. It's gonna be another. Yes, the door is already open, but we do want this next weapon. Give it to me. I know you will have it. Oh, please. Am I still in the, did I say mounting animation? I am. Where am I? Oh, pop that slow down for having those. Okay. Oh yeah, Dynasty Warriors 3 has been delayed a little bit, unfortunately. I'm still excited for it. It's still coming. It's just yeah, gotta be a little bit delayed, which is probably gonna be okay for me, considering a lot of next month might be spent playing Neo. It would be like bouncing between Neo 3 and I mean, my usual speedrun stuff. And also fighting games, which I need to re-download a whole bunch of them because fuck my life. I did re-download Street Fighter, so we can at least test that after the stream, and just make sure that's still working. I'll see what the hell is gonna. Just a nice little monkey wrench in the plans to get back to some kind of normalcy. Get FF15 flashbacks. Oh yeah, yeah. There's someone I follow, and been in contact with them for like bloody ages at this point. Kite. They do a lot of Koei Tecmo, like news-based stuff, and like a lot of the translations as well. And they, because I think it's like a TGS, like a game show or something like that that's been on recently, and there was like a. Oh, it might have been something in China. But there was like a video about the Dynasty Warriors 3 remaster. It was delayed so many times it was still game breaking bug on day one. Yeah. Hey, made it. Made it fun for a bunch of speedrunners to break that thing apart. imagine. I think, if I recall correctly. So, Dash, I've shown you Warriors Abyss, right? Well, you've seen Warriors Abyss, right? Warriors roguelike. Dynasty Warriors / Samurai Warriors / all of their properties. And it's a roguelike. Or roguelike, whatever. Whichever one. Kind of like Hades. Yeah, they're still bringing out more content for that. They are still, like, going pretty strong with that one, which is, like, a little surprising, but I'm also, like, pretty happy that they're doing it. That game is, like, oh god, this is... Oh, not that way, this way. Oh my god. Let me just do this. Get him with the collateral. Got on PS5 in soccer. It's a lot of fun. Whoa. But yeah, they're still bringing out more. They've got a whole roadmap for what they want to bring to the game. There's, they're bringing in this guy, the one that we're playing right now, One. They're bringing them to Abyss. There's a bunch of other stuff that they're bringing there. A little bit ago, they brought in 3 characters that were determined by a popularity poll. Like, hey, which characters would you want to see in Warriors Abyss? And the top 3 end up getting put into Warriors Abyss. I was like, that's cool. It was Zorchi, the guy with the cards. Lianxi, who is, I think, Sunxuan's wife? And Yujin, who will find, or we will fight them very late into the game. And yeah, they added them and they are pretty cool. Do you make Origins open world like the last game? Hey, funded it. Yeah, Dynasty Warriors 9 had some ideas that just did not work out. And I think they learned quite a lot from that. Like, I had some fun with it, but yeah, it's, especially on release, like, I'm pretty sure they, like, were, like a whole bunch of DLC for it. But even then, it was still unfortunately just a very. There was a lot of empty space in that game. Thanks for the. So much damage. Nice. My bad passwords. 19C Cyberpunk 40, Jesus Christ. Holy. Yeah, I think my is going to be taking a real pounding. What with, you know, getting the computer fixed. And wanting to get Neo 3, and then Dynasty Warriors 3. Games of the hiccups. Well done, well done. Outstanding. What am I doing? Out of this menu. We are out of here. Well, out of chapter 2. And now, into the woo section. I think Civilized doing a whole bunch more yapping than up. Probably because I have a fan going at full speed.
さて
Okay. Try that. You settle down. I need to switch button. Alright.
辺りの景色も見飽きたのでさ。流氷よ、これ以上のもてなしはいらん。調査への道、切り開かせてもらうぞ。流氷殿の命により、もう通すわけにはいかぬ。
Oh, come on.
どうしても敵将、討ちとあらば討ち通るのみよ。この地は制圧した。これでいい。程度で俺は止められんぞ。討ち取った。命が惜しくば道を開けよう。
Chip away at those just to give us some space.
高等の虎、やっぱり強え。もっとだ、もっと味方を呼んでこい。玉璽をこっそり盗みやがって見逃すわけにいかねえ。こんなに噂が広まっている。
Damn, they are still swinging. Let me out of here.
一応我が物にせんと企む盗っ人め、逃げおおせるとは思わぬことだ。噂を
だいぶ
耳
怖い
にした上悪魔を放つか。少々頭を冷やしてやればなるまい。直ちに進軍せよ。我が輩の援護が必要とされているか。ならば速やかに向かうでしょう。進軍を開始しろ。これ以上は進ませんぞ。当て兵前、奴らの道を塞げ。覚悟しろ、高等の虎よ。
We were needing to do a battle art chain, so that helps us with that as well.
無事、あんまり遅いから迎えに来たぜ。その作の君は、いや、話はある。私たちは伏兵の相手をするぞ。
お父様、兄様がかき回している今のうちに私たちは包囲を破ってしまいましょう。
まったく、俺は良い家族を持ったものだ。急に飛び込むのは見事な覚悟。不足はない。これは寂しいな。手にかかったら終わりだな。
僕に言わせてみたいね。ここからいい流れを引き寄せるわ。
それでいい。これでしまいだ。
Let's do this. They need the rage KO. And not what I wanted, but too much shot, whatever.
このままでは済まさんぞ。皆の尽力で流氷は退けた。さあ、帰るとしよう。俺たちの家に。
Oh, I did get to 1k. That's good. Again, we're holding off on spending anything for now. I don't think it's very quick. On main times, yeah. This is what we're gonna work with. Alright, I just need to actually get the perfect evades or parries. Or I cannot. Take care of this one as well. And take care of those to help out Handong, take care of that base at the south. We could probably afford to not take care of that third one, but... Oh, God. Get out of the way. Oh, that was way too early. Fine. Yeah, trim this little bit like that. So, and kablama. Nice. I needed to not do that. I am kings of dialogues left, right, center. Holy. That's a lemon. Holy. And battle art strength plus. Oh, you're over there. No, never mind. You just see Sujian talk right there. The call to advance, and it's about the time that this gate should be opening. We should be getting a view.
守りを固めるぞ。この地を敵に渡してはならん。城内に侵入されていたとはな。これ以上先へ行かせるものか。そう簡単にこの城をくれてやるものか。我が力の限り抗ってやるぞ。よし、ここに
Don't need to use another road.
これを乗り越えて城内に攻め込むぜ。
Ooh, that's some good damage.
打ち取った。
Alright, back into the air you go. Or not.
お前こそ死んだ三国武装だぜ。これでいい。敵将打ち取った。
Oh, get back here.
敵将打ち取った。 やはり強い。兵士を守るため何か手を考えねば。大勝利だぜ。さすが周囲。
Those look like allies.
全部あいつの思い通りにいったな。
I'm just gonna be swinging through them all, regardless. Pikes are doing good. We better take buttons are picked up. I think it's after this one that we get the extra bravery point. I think it costs about 80, 90. I think it's 90. But again, we've like been saving up a whole bunch, so it's not gonna be too much of an issue at all. Anything else? Nope, just this. Make sure.
城陽までの道は俺が切り開く。みんな俺に続け。敵将
A spear? You must be
自分は
joking.
先たちに任せて問題あるまい。今回俺たちはここから戦線を打ち上げる。打ち斧の先がと歩兵の頃を生み出す。
Yeah.
敵将打ち取った。
Wait, what was it that you dropped? Stop. Nah, I'm good. I've actually been happy with the planks as I play. Just using them a little bit better. And especially the Maelstrom. Just shrink through targets. What about that little whip that got cut down?
兄様どうすれば。任せきりにした俺の不名誉。行くぞ敵将。打ち取った敵は全て切り抜け。承知。
Trim the numbers a little bit just so we're not going to get disrupted.
まさにもう
じき裂かれる前に引くぞ。皆無理に抗うな。聞いたか。
Ooh, just out of range.
矢の雨がやんだ。親父がやってくれたのか。多少痛い目にあったが心は折れてねえ。みんなここから立て直すぞ。
This thing is still stronger, so I'm just gonna keep on using this. But just like raw numbers.
だがサクたちの援護も急がねばならない。先ほどの敵の攻撃で痛手を受けているはずだ。俺が援護に向かいましょう。今度は俺が引き受ける。敵将討ち取った。
I need to get close to when things will come right here at the same time.
それが貴様の弱点だ。尊敬。
Wasn't paying attention to the timer. I think that got rid of one of them though. Yeah.
俺が引き受けるべきであった。手を切るな。ひるむな。それで進め。矢が飛び来るごとに敵がいるはずだ。なんという弾力か。このままでは押し負けるかもしれん。敵将両校、弓兵の指揮は任せた。俺は増援を呼び込み。
Just waited for the for the reticle to stop targeting me so I could actually get them in a safe way. Stop targeting. Stop running. Take your hits like a champ. One thing that is nice about getting quicker at this is that by speeding up the damage on Liu Biao, we end up, I'm pretty sure it speeds up Huang Gai getting to something. Sorry, Sun Jiang. You're too hot for this world. A star. Rude. Alright. Now it's probably a good idea to use the Podel just to get some experience onto that. Or we could just... these are still just like really good. We'll see. Alright, we had 2. Där är det. Fine. Because we do just want more levels on stuff.
Whoop. Yep.
Alright, we grab this waymark. We're gonna get a refill on what's his town. Rank bills. Try it again. Oh, fire! Oh, man. You'll get away. Best. Worse? Could be still out there.
捨てるわけにはいかねえか。俺たちが行くぞ。
Go. Next. I was able to get the execution there quick enough before they started their range, so that was nice. I was a little bit worried that we're going to be a little bit slow to finish them off. And now we have the lords. Lu Xiang isn't too bad, but Danyang, following stage is... Ugh. My PB is good to die. Time to rush forward. And the main reason why we didn't want to have Shang Shang with us, it's kind of two reasons. One of them, we kind of want her to still be interacting with the rest of the stage so that things don't get too unruly. And also, we kind of want us to be the only one around of the guards, but we want to be their sole focus. Wait for this one. That one. We just need to take care of Lucian, and then it should totally go better. Once you're taken care of. Everyone else becomes much more manageable. Hey, get over here. You are not done yet. Now to clean up some of the stragglers so they're not going to interrupt us. Also, it gives, while we're cleaning things up, we do need to wait a little bit so that we can get, like, recharge our guards, because throughout that big fight, it's very easy for our guards to go to 0, and at which point we can't just, like, immediately open the gate. We need guards around if we want to be able to do that. Don't... Who the fuck is shooting?
者を覆されるとはの慢心が腹立たしい。
ここで敵の主力を倒せるなんてな。嬉しいご
I
参加
was
だ。
trying to use the battle a lot. Didn't get it. Perish.
敵将打ち取る。ただおっとおっと危ない。やった私自ら相手しいざ参るぞ。
これで砦の半数は制圧できたわ。勢いを落とさず攻め抜きましょう。
おっこれでいくぞ。
お前こそ真の三国武将だぜ。
Oh, air juggles. Oh, you hit just the worst time.
打ち取った。
That's fine. Alright. I can't recall if I've gotten decent enough swords or gauntlets for the training, but we can use just what's it called? So we can use the strength level to mitigate any lower powered weapons.
俺のところに連れてきてくれ。話がしたい。ここだ。
Start with the gauntlets. Alright, we have a grade 3 for those, which is fine. That's all that done? Jesus Christ. Level 1! God damn. We have an action thing. Actually, we do want... Hello? Is this because we do want to get some... experience on this.
させてやるよ。
A nice bit of experience. And all these skill points as well. Oh, 2 points away. Ugh. What am I doing? There we go. Alrighty, let's see what we can do with this one. 'Not getting knocked around the head with a log, so that's a start.
皆一斉に追いかけるぞ。潜んでいたか。矢を受け続けるわけにもいくまい。できるだけ排除しながら進める。他に道もなさそうだ。崖を登らねばならないか。登る間はどうしても無防備に。周囲の安全を確保しておいた方がいいだ。お前たちを生かせはせん。演術様の望みなら演術殿にお伝えいただこう。知ったことではないぞ、こんな。奴らを逃がすな。おい、手矢を浴びさせやれ。
Breaker.
力の手。こんなところで敵将討ち取った。
Crescent Blade.
しつこい奴らだ。ここは振り切るべきか排除すべきか。よし、戦車始め。ここにも海兵が潜んでいる。これ厄介だな。近くに橋はないか。浅瀬を探して川を渡るしかないよ。他中は動きが見える。周囲の安全は確認しておくべきだ。演術様の意向は絶対だ。命があるうちに引き返すのだな。ご忠告感謝する。だがこの道には命を懸ける価値があるのだ。なかなかしぶといな。敵将だがこの先には進めまい。敵将討ち取った。敵将魔法から同時に打ちかけるつもりだ。気を見極めなければ痛い目を見る。
One of the things that's like most annoying about all this fighting here is that they go in all sorts of annoying directions. All of the officers just go all over the bloody place. This isn't going too bad. We were so close to just in time. Oh, that's honestly better than how it's been a lot of the time, so we'll take it. Yeah, these goddamn arbalists. So much of a pain. Thank you. Yes, we do. Oh, that's a straight. Destroy them.
孫作は常に前に立ち新たな場所へかけて上を仰ぎ見るよう前を見て走り続ける私はそうした生き方を望む貴様らこの地は演説制約した敵将で進むと打ち取った
Alright, getting through this before the 230 mark is honestly, we'll take it. I think 230 is when I would usually be getting through this.
君には心から感謝しているおかげで私はあるべき場所を目指せるさあ行こう我が友孫作のもとへ
I can't remember. It's hard to tell. My ship was lost. Yep. I don't have the weird extra split on this one right anymore. That's one thing, I guess. Ugh.
What? これが最初の一歩だ。さあ始めようぜ。俺たちの国づくりを。敵は 万全の体制で守りを固めているはずだ。まずは人当たりして出方を伺うぞ。
You just want to let me pass through without any issues.
来たな。そう簡単にこの守りを抜けると思うなよ。敵の足が止まったな。今だ行け。南北より敵を攻撃せよ。策で進軍を阻む。弓でこちらを狙うか。本人の法の通り各に南北の敵を迎え撃て。しかも攻勢をかけ敵拠点を制圧するのだ。正面の敵は俺が引きつけておく。みんな背中は気にせず戦ってくれ。腕に自信ありと相手になってやろう。敵将は討ち取ろう。
Nice, nice, nice. Where's the big crucifix? Not there. Is there something in there? Oh, no. Oh, come on. That was not enough. Oh, actually, unless. Nah. Oh, that is not what I wanted. Just waste a little bit of time. Just for the culture. Okay, so we need 17 heart. The maximum. We don't necessarily have. Could maybe go for the wheels one, or even the staff one. We'll have to play by ear. It's kind of how a lot of chapters 4 and 5 end up going, especially weapon-wise. Just like you just roll with the punches. It's like, oh, you're only getting dog shit? Like, well, too bad. Hold that. So what was it?
よし、開始時を動かすことができた。この隙にかの者が守っていた用地を取る。
Get the other guy around here as well. Come on. A little closer.
この進軍は迅速に行わねばなら
Where
な
are
い。
you?
無駄な交戦は避けて進む。進軍をかけよう。
Alright, you will probably just get lost by that. Incidentally, plus against defense with damage.
大抵のやつじゃなさそうだ。ここはやっぱり俺が抑えに行くべきだな。みんな、用意手を出すなよ。こっから進軍だ。敵将、討ち取った。
貴殿が大将の孫作殿と見た。いざ俺と勝負してもらおう。
正面から正々堂々面白い。思いっきりやり合おうぜ。
Camel.
飛び込むとは見事な過去。不足はない。
Not what I was wanting, but sure. Let's keep it going. Thank you. Brent back shot. Okay, this next one. Yeah, we can get a decent amount of weapons for this one, theoretically. There's a chance for some weapons to drop, but again, we're just at the whims of RNG.
私たちの国が
I'd like to get a little bit of extra from some of those strings, so we can get the extra accessory slot, so we can have the extra attack boost. But we're not getting as fortunate of drops at the moment. Apparently we don't need to use the until we get large force. Well, potential large force. There's the two of them on the right side. But it's going to wail away on this one on the left. Interesting. Some of the other enemies come along as well. These other generals getting to pray a little bit, so we can potentially get ourselves a weapon drop. No. Never mind, I tried. Maybe here we can get something. Like, you're up there somewhere, right? That was an unfortunate spend of burn. That should be a kill. Yeah, there it is. Time to farm. Hopefully, because they didn't get the large force, and they didn't like all just suck us off. Farm a block. Yeah, because there's a lot of enemies still hanging around because they didn't, like, the large force didn't disband, so they're not leaving. There we go. Perfect. Funny enough, we actually did need need that, because if we didn't get that, we would have been 1 point away from getting the accessory slot. Which, I mean, we could live without it, but definitely preferable. Oh yeah, should have waited until we need a fast travel. My bad. Alrighty. Right, we can at least use the Stardust level while we're waiting for the siege to... waiting for a way to get into the castle. So we're just going to clear up a lot of this area. Start by clearing this up, because this is where we need to actually get into the castle. We'll get... oh, we want to be doing evades, that's right. Remember how I literally just said, like, barely 10 seconds ago, I need to be doing more evades, and then immediately perfect parry. I'm doing this just so the chariot doesn't destroy me. Don't know why I'm swimming this, but sure.
全て出し切る。敵将軍孫作いける。貴様が演術噛みつけおるか。敵将このやからめその報い存分に受けるがいい。敵将を始める。敵将さすがに数が多いか。
Yeah, those letters are away. That lance is not working. Looks like we're sticking with the... What's the business? The staff. One thing about the staff is that it is largely carried by the Brutal Barrage. Outside of it, it can feel quite underwhelming, but the Brutal Barrage does so much that it can sometimes make up for it, as long as you are parrying or perfect evading and keeping your bravery like topped up quite a bit. It can be perfectly fine. Yeah, it's just... Ugh. At least to me. Do this just to chew through the rest of the fortitude. Just get a hit on him. Now they're going to ride away on their horse for a little bit. And they're going to start their flexing. That's the one. That should do it. Nice. That's actually pretty damn good. Yeah, even though they take a bit of time, getting a good Muso attack in there every now and then is pretty good, especially because of how effective it is at chewing away the fortitude. It can give you those little opportunities to get in order. It's 70. Well, it's all up at 140 to get the attack upgrade on the next page, and then 80 on the following. Because it's 140 because it's like 270s. Like 270 point nodes. Do a restock here. Alright, we have a little bit of time to start here because we're just waiting for some of these enemies to move just a little bit to give us some space to open up this gate up here. We don't want to go for the front gate, we want to go through the side.
我らにお任せを。兄上はいつも通り思うままに進んでくださいよ。頼もしいな、ケン。お互い全力でやろうぜ。孫作の注意は流氷軍に。今こそその背をついてやるのだ。敵将を始める。打ち取った。
Anything?
近づけさせん。俺が相手になろう。ここだ。手発動の奴らの敗北勝負と東より迂回し、迅速に拠点を制するのだ。いざ進軍を。されているか。だ。勝機を見出すのが我が務めだ。龍君の正面から叩くつもりだ。
We don't want to rush in immediately, we want to wait until the cutscene plays out. Because if we were to rush in immediately, as we get out of the cutscene, it will shunt us to the southern entrance. It will take us much further away. Leave me alone. Silly ghosts.
すぐに突き進むぜ。敵将、我が輩が討ち取った。これだ。今が進軍の木と見た。いざ参るぞ。進軍開始よ。今の隙を突くつもりが読まれていたか。せめても貴様を撃ち一矢報いてくれる。負けよ。
Let me get in there. So just all this lovely. One of the reasons it's nice to have Huang Gai with us, his battle art chain is very quick, very efficient. What's...
来た道を戻る必要はあるまい。この先から孫作殿と合流できそうだ。
これだ。さあ行くぞ。狙うは孫作だ。俺を狙ってくるならまとめて叩くだけだ。
Sword? I don't think so. Oh yeah, it is possible to get both a perfect evade and a parry on the same enemy attack. It's just, the timing is like, a little weird. Alright, we're kind of blasted through this very nicely. Oh, that was not the cancel that I wanted. That should be execute range. Nice. We'll take that. Ooh, wheels!
熟練の手並みよ。コトラは聖地。尊貴はやはり危険だ。
That's something.
手を打たねば。
Oh yeah, we still haven't done the training for real, so that is something we can do.
俺たちの勝利だ。みんな、立ちの気を上げろ。
But we also do just need experience on bow weapon, enough to get the next page. Because it gets us to what, 40? We are heading into the mountains. That's fine. Alright, don't have access to it yet. However, we should be soon. Where do we go? Expression of words back down south. Now, ideally, we get a loadout throughout this. That would be ideal. Where's that break? That is not either the things. That is a spear, which absolutely not what I'm looking for.
討ち取ったこの地は古くより我らが住まいし場所。侵略者どもの好きにはさせん。進軍開始だ。敵はまだ戦力を隠してるみたいだな。これで妙が見えないってのは高い。大空を取るど祈りはこちらにある。狙い撃て。大きはそこにある。それだけならまだしも天と将校まで狙われてこの地はどうにかしないと。さあ行くぞ。俺たちは孫権を狙う。見えたぜ。小砦から出てきてるのか。
Not usually the spot where I want to be using the boost, because I tend to just drive myself directly into a wall and just smear myself across it.
私たちを狙っているようね。でも恐れはしないわ。並みいる敵を撃ち皆に勇気を与える。それこそが私の選んだ生き方だから。敵将うちと調子を出させる。敵将打ち取った。
Yeah, to help us in shrine so he doesn't just get exploded.
吸収は防げそうだけどこの先には森があるのか敵が隠れているとすればそこだな
I'm gonna do this
手元を立っておく
because we haven't fully triggered the
進軍だ
ambush just yet, so
取った
we can't actually interact with the bosses yet. So I'm just going to use something that's just completely independent of all that.
手柄を立てよう
More
ここ
wheels!
で敵の襲撃だと一体どこか
It's 11 plus 14.
王将を奪い返す皆行くぞ進軍開始だ弓兵構え敵を狙え窓も刈り尽くせ
That officer has a very, very generous execute range, but unfortunately, I just didn't do the last bit of fortitude damage to really make sure that. Okay. I don't want to have what happened a few days ago with this guy, where this guy launched me off this bridge and into the river. It was very confusing. I was not expecting it. Which I don't want to knock damage, but I will. Chengdu again is usually the one that we're going to be waiting for. Well, we're nearly going to be waiting for him. We're kind of cutting it close up there. Which is why I tend to give him a little bit of help early on by taking out the officer and help him take that base at the top. Just so that by the time we're done with everything, should be taking out that last officer and taking that base up there. Said should be finished with that officer in a second. There you go. That wasn't too bad. And a little bit of farming at the end here. The farming we need is just like better weapons. Shuro. Oh, we need one more chain. That's right. Alright. So we also need one more level up, and we've unfortunately kind of split our experience across a bunch of different weapons to the point where we don't have the next skill page just yet. It's chapter 4 complete.
So.
So. Do a lap around. Whoop. See if we can get another early gate. Just need to be quick enough. Open this before they get too aggro. Thank you. Ooh, barely. And they will take it. Whether it's by an intro or not, but still getting to the same place at the end of the day. In a little bit, we're going to get a cutscene of our allies getting trapped in their base. In 3, 2, 1, go. Even though you can command your soldiers in regards to open gates while you are on horseback, the amount of time that you were stuck in that animation while on horseback is significantly longer than if you get off the horse. But there are some times where you do just want to do this. It's like, I am smashing attack. Now I can actually attack. This takes so long. Yeah. This is actually, ooh, hello. One of the more consistent ones to get through. Attack. I just wanted to say it so they can actually get the gate open. The reason why I opened this one, a couple of reasons. One, morale. It's always worthwhile to tank their morale. Second is, well, usually it would create enough space for us to be able to get that gate open, but never mind. That's good enough. Okay. Yeah. Bit of a messy start of the fight, but cool. Oh. God. He's... I mean, that demo's only like 40 minutes long. That makes sense for a demo. Surprised it looks that good. That's very good to hear. Yeah, it's like that's kind of the impression I was getting, is that people were very surprised at just how well it was, how it was running and how it all looked. Which is, that's cool. Turns out the Switch 2 is actually pretty good. But I don't want you to buy it. Oh no, the purpose of a demo is actually working. Wow, we really don't have anything else? Alright, sure, fine. Take care of this guy, and then we get to take a He's got with my parry. I was like, am I wasn't paying attention to where I was going. I thought I was about to just send myself into the water. Dude. Enjoyed it. Maybe you have 7 as a kid? Oh yeah, that's good. That's good to hear.
を稼がねばならん。一度引くとしよう。
Like, I don't need to rush because I do need to wait for you to get Go get him, champ. Alright, we should be getting... we should get the proficiency up in this fight. Hopefully.
してやがる。手加減なしだ。本気じゃねえとやられるからな。こやつ強い。小関、ここは引け。尊家の者どもに慶州を荒らさせません。
Yeah, man.
我らが狙うは孫権だ。 進軍を始める。いい流れ。解き放つんだ。
I think with the wheels, I end up having to do 2 of these phases just because I just don't really do the kind of damage I'm looking for. Oh my god. Alright, cool. We did get there in the end. And it's mostly just so that we can get an extra attack upgrade. Would have definitely helped coming into this one. Coming into that one. And then, probably after the final battle of Shiako, we probably end up getting enough for the Churumuso, which we'll have ready for Cao at GB. And again, still not getting much in the way of weapons. But this one is definitely one where we can get a lot of them. Fancy games with these days. Because the graphics look identical between gameplay and cutscene? Yeah, of course. Oh, you guys are flying. Possibly? Honestly?
さえつけられても我らは立ち上がる。この地は我らの拠り所ゆえに。
打ち取った
Don't you dare.
敵将力で制するだけだ。統治ではうまい。援軍を始めるぞ。
敵将
ここからいい流れを引き寄せるわ。
敵が飲み込まれている
敵将敗が対処。討ち取った。
Get back to get the shield up.
開始する
手を合わせるあまり飛び出してきたか。命知らずよ。
Do it. You can avoid getting extra reinforcements.
「先に気づけたのは不幸中の幸い」「よし兵を防ぎ敵の到着と同時に叩く」来てくれたか。窮地を脱するため手を貸してくれ。本来のは三月と接触敵将全ては孫悟のためと思いたい。敵将
Moving on. We're gonna go help what's his name get what's it called?
到着したな。
The ambush location. This guy down here will come back for you. You're not gonna be doing too much, so we don't need to store this out any longer than we need to.
これ以上の争いを避けたいその生活はその候補敵将上は挟ませ落ちた
敵将討ち取った。
噂通りの陣勢は郊外殿話を聞こうかこれでいく俺のできる限りさせる
Blouse? Flawless. I mean, I find them fun, but I find them to be the most deadly. That was efficient. Sometimes it can be a little bit hard to be efficient with the wheels because it's very easy to keep. It's kind of a weird benefit and a downside when it comes to like trying to be fast. Is that yes, you are like interrupting them constantly, so they're not really getting the moves off, but also you're never giving them an opportunity to be vulnerable. So you're never really chewing away at their fortitude unless you are specifically using your battle arts.
かなりの数の同志が駆けつけてくれたな。今が攻め時だろう。俺たちも軍を進めるぞ。よっしゃ、進軍だ。
流れはこちらに傾いているようだな。今こそ全軍進軍せよ。このまま押し切る。進軍を開始する。
よいしよう。攻めかかれ。敵の出花をくじくのだ。
Where am I sending?
不平だと。我らの動きが知られていたのか。
Show you is like holding those other two over there. It's fine. Thank you. Here's one we're prepared earlier. It's not like without my computer for like an entire week. I'll speed that up.
なんという実用さ。ここは引く。いいね。その調子で頑張るな。敵将、討ち取った。
Alright, here. Okay. No, not that. I was like, okay with you doing a bunch of different moves, but not that. Oh my god. That was really annoying. I was like, I've got this big move charged up for you, and... Wait, come back.
古から根付く山の民よ、あたら命を散らすな。引け。あとはこの私が引き受けよう。霧が出てきたようだな。皆、慎重に軍を進めよ。孫作を除いてもなお力での支配を諦めぬか。ならば再び孫悟から指導者を排除する。来たか、シラ。どうあっても私を阻むというのだな。なら決着をつけるしかあるまい。我ら太平の要たる者の因縁に貴様が英雄とすがった孫作はもういない。それで孫悟に組みするのはなぜだ。
Okay. Good enough.
終わり。 なぜ貴様は覚悟を。
Yep. We're on the next one.
go to sleep is 2:30. It is late for you. But then again, it is a weekend, right? So, you do what you want.
我らは先へ進む。この一戦で孫悟の未来を切り開くのだ。今の我らに暴走を恐れるゆえんはない。各軍敵拠点を攻略し着実に攻め上れ。進軍を始めるぞ。せいせい。ここに潜んでいると感づかれたか。仕方ない。皆かかれ。
That logged a little bit too close for comfort.
両党父君の仇討ち存分に果たせ。
Okay, I'm at third. Maybe a weekend for you instead of the pattern. That is also fair. Also, second.
速やかな進軍が戦の肝よ。皆続くがよい。直ちに進軍せよ。
Yeah.
見せてやろうぜ。敵に押し込まれているようだ。このまま籠城を続けても意味はなかろう。されば我らも打って出る。敵を打ち返し、戦闘に移るのだ。
Everybody get out here. Yeah, it's a very important rock. I... Oh, chariots. I don't care about your chariots. Brilliant, show me what's up with him. Bye. Okay. There was a lot going on with that one. Alrighty. Look where we're at time-wise. We're looking pretty good. We're looking pretty good. I was just about to be like, oh, maybe if I can compare against my other... Oh. Like, let me compare against my previous splits. Like, oh, wait, about that. Yeah. Not bad. Yeah. So I think we're gonna be okay. We'll see. This level is only about a minute, right? And I think the final split, it usually takes about 10 minutes. If it's all going well and according to plan, and everyone wants to cooperate and play by the rules, at least the rules that I've kind of made up on my own for the speedrun. One of not exactly what we're looking for, but you're not sure. But I just wanted to charge. Nice. Come on. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time to actually say, yeah, we're done, we're done. Alright, top 40. Nice. Let's get into 41 bit. Should be the final fight. This... At the very least, I've gotten the logic of this stage down, for the most part. It feels like I've got it down. The routing of it is always... It seems fairly straightforward, and seems like it all works. No break channel when Ken gets it. I do not need to do all that. Oh, Master Sea of Flames right at the end. Love to see it. And we still need to wait for Yuji and come on. Third member. What's your name? You want what? Oh, love canceling my animations. Epic. Well, that is not where we want to go. Next phase. We'll grab you on the way through. I'm done. Come on. These two over here. Get the duel. You're going to attack? Oh my god. Yeah, that would have been really embarrassing. We were already in the wall? Lovely. Okay, so we just need to defeat one more officer. General. Anything with a name. And it's going to be Dushu because you are much more... Ah, if I did it a little bit earlier, would have had the dialogue lines. We will have to wait a little bit longer. Quite a bit longer. Oh no, they're coming in.
今こそ攻勢をかけ勝負
Cool.
を決する船を進めよ我らが戦乱で孫を食らい
They still come in even the... It is independent of the dialogue.
今矢の雨を止ませるわけにはいか
But
ぬ
the dialogue is just like an indicator that, hey, hey,
弓兵部
pay
隊
attention.
を守るのだついに仕掛けてきた
Oh, hello.
まだ今は耐え時を待つのだそれで祈祷を始めます策要を担いそこに引き
Oh, love it.
一応互えたからには要素せん
Don't get...
裏切り者が出たのは私の不明でもある。彼女は私の責
There
任
should be enough to... Oh yeah, we have already.
すでに風は変わりました。
Let's go like that. Yeah.
策を遅らせるわけにはいきません。 天を味方とする英知を得た。
あちこちに船が焼き落ちているわ。水が塞がれるかもしれない。注意しましょう。
戦場にとどまるほど被害は広がろう。全軍速やかに交代せよ。海岸に至れば反撃の機をつかめよう。皆交代に専念し被害を抑えよ。
Again. And we're done. Lovely.
敵も近づけねえぞ。
打ち取ったわ。
This looks like it could be 351.
ここで倒れるわけにはいかぬ。途上で散った者たちに報いるために何としても生き延びる。それが波動を進む
Fight's already over.
覚悟よ。
Heal.
今ここに我らの本拠と誇りは守られた。勝利だ。皆勝ち時をあげよう。この勝利。
Never mind, they take like a minute just to talk. So I, at the very least, it's going to be easily a 52.
そして誇ろう。この勝利を天下に。
It doesn't help when you actually get level ups for this stage, which you don't really need anymore. Ooh, do we stay at the 51? Ooh. No. Barely. 352. Still, that is most definitely a PB, and we will take those. Hell yeah.